This is the head of CAIR comparing what's happening with Muslims, and I don't know what's happening with Muslims in America besides they're gaining power, besides the Muslim Brotherhood is being invited into the White House, beside the Muslim Brotherhood now having all kinds of access to the president, the Department of Homeland Security. I don't know what's happening with the Muslims in America other than they're now taking out all of the training manuals. They're taking out anything about Islam or Muslim extremists. I don't know what's happening with American Muslims other than the press won't even cover the American Muslims who are not extremists, who are begging the American people to help them stand up. So I don't know exactly what's happening with American Muslims. At least I have not seen what you're going to see the head of CAIR say to the Arab world about Muslims are just like Jews in Nazi Germany here in America. Listen to this.
Intolerant extremist voices come out, and it seems that they come out in the times of elections because some groups think that they can get large groups of religious followers to side with them if they say negative things about other people. And the easiest target, the minority, the easiest target has been the Muslim people. In Nazi Germany, they targeted the minority, the Jewish minority. And unfortunately, it went from only philosophy to rhetoric to action. And that's not where we want to go in America.
This is the head of CAIR. This is the head of CAIR. Who's he speaking to? Iranian TV. Okay. So he's saying now that the easiest target in America is the American Muslim. That's the most ridiculous, non-common sense thing I've ever heard. That's the easiest target in America? No, it's not. That's one of the most protected targets in America. That's a protected minority. That is under this president, that is a heralded, especially even Muslim extremists, a heralded group. There's no such thing as Muslim extremism. Believe me, as a guy who's worked in the media for the last 2 years, or last 8 years, on 2 different networks, both the left and the right, you want to talk about Muslim extremists, you're in trouble. That's the easiest target. No, the easiest target is the libertarian, is the Tea Party, currently the Christian, and the Jew. The straight heterosexual couple. Those are the easy targets in America now. Why is the head of CAIR, remember, a moderate group, ties to the Muslim Brotherhood, an unindicted co-conspirator in the Holy Land trial? Why is it that CAIR, a moderate organization, why are they on Iranian television tearing the United States of America down? How does this help America? How does this help to have somebody like CAIR feeding one of our mortal enemies information about how bad the United States is? This is the head of CAIR New York. Answer, it doesn't. How is the head of CAIR, if it really is truly moderate, how are they assisting a regime that is killing homosexuals, enslaving women, stoning women, burying them up to their neck, where men only are buried up to their waist, so they have a fighting chance. But women are buried up to their neck before they stone them to death. Where they have, here's a regime. You want to talk about intolerant religions? Here's a regime that has a modesty squad that goes around and they pick you up off the street if you're dressed immodestly. They pick you up off the street if you have a Western haircut. And CAIR has a problem with us? Such a problem with us that he's over on Iranian TV where they've got the haircut squad and he wants to come and say how bad we are, how intolerant we are, how close we are to Nazi Germany? America, here's why this is why you should care, CARE, about this story. Because CAIR is growing in influence. CAIR is infiltrated all of our media. CAIR has infiltrated our government, our Pentagon. CAIR is a front group for the Muslim Brotherhood. I'm convinced of it. They're unindicted co-conspirators. That's not me saying that. That's a federal judge in the Holy Land trial. They are not friends of the United States, but they are friends of this administration. This administration is putting Muslim Brotherhood members into our own Department of Defense, into our Homeland Security, into the TSA. CAIR and the Muslim Brotherhood are the ones calling the shots on what we can teach police officers and law enforcement and military. What we can teach. We can't teach anything about Muslim extremists because, as the president says, Muslim extremism doesn't exist.